Yay, happy Monday, Inspire Beauty. I don't even know what day it is, but it's Monday, isn't it? That much I know. It felt like it should have been Sunday today, but it is a Monday. I'm so pumped, y'all. I mean, I just saw most of your faces all weekend long, but I'm excited to see them again and have a little kind of a little just sit down, or a little wrap up, a little culmination so that we can leave Summit. I know that you grew. My whole thing is like, come ready to grow, leave ready to move. And that's kind of the bridge I want to make with y'all tonight. So in the chat, drop for me, please. Tell us in the chat, what was the one, like, what was your, you can only pick one, okay? Like literally you're in an alley. I know, right, Annie? I'm making it hard for you. You're in an alley at gunpoint. You get one thing to tell us from this last weekend, one special memory, one special moment, one special, like if you could just snapshot one thing, tell us in the chat, what was like the thing that will stick with you long after we all go different ways. Share that in the chat while I get my screen share on. The idea of everybody, powerful stuff, Hannah. Yes. I love the new Beachbody. Like, I don't know if it's like a sizzle reel or what they're going to be using that for, but that was really good. Andrea, yes, the transformations. Annie, the transformations. Yeah, hearing the story behind the story is so good for me. Tossing the limiting beliefs into the fire, burning our fears was powerful. Sharing with each other our one word to throw away in the fire. Yes, Nicolette, that was a really powerful moment. And I'm just so grateful that you guys all leaned into that. And if you were not present live with us and you weren't able to actually do that, what we did is we took a second to journal our limiting beliefs, our fears, our insecurities, things that we know are the voice of doubt in our head. And we threw that ish in the fire. And some of us shared them out loud with each other, which was really powerful. Others just, we knew that whatever they had written was powerful and it was ready to go away. And so it was a really powerful moment. So I love that you guys could be a part of that. Hearing the transformations, sharing our insecurities. Yes. I know, Tiff, it's real hard. Fire chatting. Yes. Yeah. Do you see someone who looks like you? Hello, right? Not one size fits all. Okay. I hope you realize that after being here, especially when you get around people live, you're like, oh crap, like she has cellulite too, just like me. I guess she's confident in her bikini. I will be too, right? And it's like, it's so cool because it's not this place where we need to come airbrushed and perfect. I definitely do not need perfection. So tonight, I want to navigate you guys through a little bit of a game plan so that we can take all the things that are whirling and swirling in our heads, and we can do the one thing that matters most is put them into practice, right? So first I want to talk about obstacles, okay? Because hear me hard. Hear me hard. Our girl Rachel the other week talked about being on fire. And when something's on fire, that fire alarm goes off and it starts to tell you, I can't do this, I'm not good enough. You know, you get that inner mean girl, right? All the things we threw in the fire, my friends, remember how I told you that they would come back? They would boomerang back into your life. This is when that starts to happen because you're on fire, you're excited, you're coming home, you're ready to move, okay? But then when the first obstacle hits us, more often than not, you guys, I see coach after coach, time after time, give in to the obstacle. Hear me. If there's one thing you want to write down tonight, it's this: the obstacle is the way. The obstacle is the way. And that's not on this slide at all, but it needs to be ingrained in your heart. Because when I think of a sidewalk, right? And I love to think of a sidewalk to success. Like, okay, I'm here and I'm going over there down this sidewalk, right? And so I can visualize that. I can visualize I'm moving this way. Well, a lot of times we see an obstacle in the sidewalk, and a lot of times we hit that obstacle and we're like, well, crap, road's closed, must be going the wrong way. And we turn around and we go back the other way, but back the other way is the direction you came from, which is actually not where you're trying to go. So we can't hit obstacles as barriers that cause us to stop and turn around and go back. We have to understand that the obstacle is the way. You have to go through, around, over, under. I don't know how you got to get around it, but you have to get through it because on the other side is where that success lies. So let's be a tribe, my friends, that anticipates there will be hard times. It's just life. Life is going to happen. Okay. And I don't wish hard times. I don't wish anything upon anyone in this group that's challenging or difficult, but I also don't want to be ignorant to the fact that there will be hard times and you can build this business through hard times. Okay. The thing is, what if you coming home from Summit, and a lot of you have goals on your heart, like this is going to be my time where I finally press play on that program from start to finish, and I give myself the gift of completion, right? Or this time is the time I'm finally going to hit diamond before the day year's up because I am worth it. I've been doing this long enough, and so help me God, I'm going to hit this milestone. But what if it's not about getting started on your goal? I can train a monkey to start 6:45. Seriously, I could test me. Someone send me a monkey and test me. I will train them how to press play on 6:45 and do day one. Okay. What if it's not about starting? What if it's about getting ready to stay the course, finishing the program, getting to diamond, getting to this virtual leadership retreat this fall, no matter what? What if that is the point? My friends, it is. Okay. When you're chasing your dreams, it means that you have to deal with the ugly cries. You have to be willing to hit those walls and know that this is hard and you were made for hard things. Okay. In the beginning of my journey, I know a lot of you guys shared that you went way back through the archives of Instagram to find like my very first posts. And you guys shared that with that horrific detail with me that y'all have been social stalking my suck days. But that's funny to me because you have to suck. Like you start sucking and it's not fun. Trust and believe when I started showing up and I had like my shaker cup next to me with these like terrible selfies where I wasn't even smiling with my teeth because I was like so self-conscious about everything that I knew I sucked. Trust me, I knew it, right? But every time I posted, I got better. Every time I shared my story, I got better. Every time I sent the invite and someone asked for more information, I got better. So I got better at posting. I got better at inviting. I got better at talking to people. And then I got really good at that. And now I think I'm pretty great at it. And so if you don't get through the suck to get better, to get good, to get great, you rob yourself of excellence. So start with the suck. Yeah. Because it's about the reps you put in and then getting back up every time. The only time you fail, my friends, because so many of us on our papers that we threw in that fire, we wrote something along the lines of, I'm a failure. So many of us have that laid on our hearts that we're failures before we've even begun. But here's the thing, you only fail when you stop trying. So be the type of woman that learns how to get the F back up, right? You have to also be ready for self-doubt. Like I said, all those things we threw in the fire the other day. And if you weren't with us for that activity, I highly suggest take like 5 minutes, put on some music and just put pen to the paper and write down everything in your mind that's telling you you can't. Write all those things down. You will shock yourself at how ugly you are to yourself sometimes. And then crumple it, rip it, put it in the fire. Just know though that writing it down and putting it in the fire doesn't mean it goes away. We talked about this. You have to work through it, right? Everyone also, you guys, you came back on fire, but remember that the people in your inner circle didn't come to this event with you. So they love you and they want to understand that you had a great time, but just know that it's okay if they don't understand your goals yet. That doesn't mean it's wrong. If you came home and you've already had a naysayer, if you came home and somebody's already popped your bubble about something, keep going. Be the kind of person that proves people wrong. Okay. And then your job at the end of the day, my friends, is to believe in you. There's 3 parts to Beachbody belief that all successful coaches have. I haven't met a single successful coach on the National Wake Up Call that does not have this. They believe in this company. They bleed Beachbody blue. They love Beachbody. They believe in the products and the programs that we sell. They believe in their team. They believe in the tribe that they are surrounded with. They believe wholeheartedly in the people that they're mentoring and lifting up. And they also believe in themselves. They know that they're a phenomenal coach. A lot of times, and by the way, you cannot build a successful business without all 3 beliefs. You could believe in yourself and your team, but if you don't believe in Beachbody, you're not going to be successful. You could believe in Beachbody and you could believe in yourself, but if you don't believe in your team, because I've seen it time and time again where we've got people who are real egotistical about themselves, they love Beachbody, but they don't gel with this team, not successful, I promise you. It's that triple threat, believing in yourself, believing in the team, and believing in Beachbody that will get you far. But most coaches don't have the belief in, most coaches believe in themselves and believe in the team. What they're lacking is the belief in themselves. And my friends, that's your job as a coach, is to start believing in you. Okay. So before we even talk about the game plan and the things you can do and the 10-step checklist, right? Understand that there's obstacles. I'm going to be real with you. It's not going to be roses the second you leave here. And you have to know that that's normal. Start normalizing that so that when it occurs, when it happens, we are not the tribe that goes away. We're the tribe that leans in. Deal? Okay. So step one, we have to let this soak in. You have to soak in what just happened. If you didn't get a chance, and while we were here live, we didn't get to hear every single speaker because some of our things overlapped. And so we came in late to something, or, maybe we were having a good dialogue and a discussion about something. So maybe we missed a part of a training. Guys, go back and find a way to listen in on everything that Beachbody provided training wise. Okay. There's so many things where I'm like, I need to go back and re-listen to that. That's okay. That's part of letting this soak in. Okay. Often I see coaches go into one of two categories when they come back from some sort of event, whether that event is Summit, NLC, a Success Club trip, whatever it looks like. But I see people either come back from an event with paralysis and they do nothing, or they come back from the event and they dive in, like crazy dive in, but have no plan. And it's like throwing spaghetti at the wall, right? And hoping it sticks. And both of those are harmful because the paralysis is the person who hoards knowledge, hoards information, and does nothing with it. My friends, knowledge is not power. If you want to write another like really good one-liner down, applied knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. I could sit here and I could learn everything there is to know about everything. It doesn't matter if I don't go do something with it, right? So applied knowledge, right? So paralysis, harmful, but diving in without a plan, that is that stick shift coach. I talk about this a lot. The stick shift coach is the coach that's like all in. I'm all in. It's a launch. I'm all in. It's Team Cup. I'm all in. It's New Year's, new year, new me, new biz. I got this, right? Only to like we said, life happens, things get busy, something in your life knocks you down, right? And then we go back. It's that stick shift, right? That's also harmful. So I don't want you to just be this all-in coach for a season. I want you to learn a cadence that can sustain you for a lifetime. So ask yourself, what do I really want? And why do I want this? If you were at Summit with us, we did a lot of reflection and journaling on Saturday. If you were not with us, I want you to sit down and really ask yourself, what do I really want? Why do I want this? And if you did do the journaling, excuse me, and goal setting from Summit, get it back out and really ask yourself, what do I really want? Did I write down everything I really want? Was I missing something? Do I need to tweak it? And why do I want this, right? And then own your goals. If it was on your heart and it made its way through your hand and onto paper, then you're worthy of achieving it. There's nothing that's laid on your heart that you're not capable of achieving. It's just, are you willing to do the things, right? So own your goals and then share them. If you haven't shared your goals with your upline coach yet, if you haven't shared your goals with, a success sister or other people who are in a similar path as you, make sure you're getting around the fire and sharing them. Okay. No one can help you do the thing that you want to do if we don't know that's what you want to do. And then ask yourself this question as you're really, truly letting it soak in. Like, this is great morning time, like when you're winning your morning and maybe doing your morning exercises or whatever that is before you work out. Journal and ask yourself, if the sky is the limit, what would I want to accomplish? Okay. This is where we're like dreaming bigger, but we want to let all this stuff soak in so that we actually have some clarity around why this matters to us. Okay. Once we know what we want, which a lot of you guys are kind of a step ahead, especially if you were live here with us. We did some of this work on Saturday, but now it's about mapping it out. So we've got to get clear on the black and the white behind your goals. For example, if you said one of your goals was you want to go to NLC, do you know exactly what's required of you to earn an invite to NLC? And if New Leader Conference is your goal and you don't really know, then are you putting on one of your to-do lists that you need to go in the back office and like read up on the qualifications for New Leader Conference, right? Do you know when you have to hit 1-star by and hold it for 6 weeks in order to achieve that? Do you know your last call, right? Like, because there is a last call. So you need to know the crystal clear black and white behind the goals. If it's, I want to go diamond, do you know exactly how many coaches you need on each leg? Do you know the kind of volume those coaches need? Do you know how many emeralds you need to be diamond? Do you know what do you know, right? So get crystal clear on the black and the white behind your goals. And I promise you that Google is your BFF. It is really simple, my friends. This is the level of ownership I'm going to nudge you to. You could come to Brittany and you could ask me, how do I hit diamond, Brittany? How do I make it to NLC, Brittany? How do I go premier? How do I go elite? What do I need for 5-star? You could come to me and you could ask those things, and I would be more than happy to discuss that with you. I also know that every time I want to hit a new level goal in my business, I have to research it myself. And there's power in that because there's ownership in it. And I don't want to rob you of that ownership. When I want to push for things like 5-star or elite, I literally go to the Coach Online office and I look up what I have to do to make that happen. And I do my research, right? So make sure you're doing your research. What exactly do you need to make your goal a reality? Like, what do you already have? So if you are pushing for things like diamond, have you made a map, a diamond roadmap to see, okay, I have these coaches here. Shout out to Andrea. She already sent me a diamond roadmap today, and she's already doing this map it out process. It's amazing, right? And I know she sent it to a bunch of other success sisters in here. And I love that because we get to rally with her, right? No diamond left behind this year. I believe it. That's what I'm rallying for us. Okay. What are some other things you need to learn? Okay. So not just the black and white stuff, but what do you need to learn? So do you need to learn how to do coach sneak peeks better? Do you need to learn how to talk about coaching better? Do you need to learn how to onboard coaches better? I'm talking rank goals right now because a lot of you guys set rank goals. But maybe it's you have been stick shift coaching yourself and you are all in with a program only to fall all the way back out, and you're all in with 2B mindset only to fall all the way out. What do you need to learn? Do you know 2B mindset like the back of your hand? Could you teach 2B mindset to someone that came in brand new to your group? If the answer is no, go into Nutrition Plus and do the work. Maybe it's Portion Fix. And I love how Sarah, she was on there learning about Portion Fix, right? And the intermittent fasting with Autumn while she was doing a workout, and like the simultaneous thing happening. Like, educate yourself, take ownership of what you want to learn about, that it's going to help you move further along in your goals. Reverse engineer it. If it's a weight goal, if it's 10 pounds, reverse engineer it. Okay, I want 10 pounds gone. See you later. Never coming back. I'm not losing them. Right? Because I have no intention of trying to find them. But those 10 pounds, those see you later pounds, or see you never really. What do you, okay, if it's 10 pounds, what do you need per month? Is that 2 pounds a month? What does that look like? Okay. And you can reverse engineer. If this is 1-star diamond, okay, and I have a coach on my left side who's a candidate to go diamond, what does that coach need to get their diamond? And then what do you need to get your 1-star? And how can you break it down going backwards? Reverse engineering is a powerful practice, my friends, taking the goal and breaking it down backwards towards where you're standing. And then ask yourself, what are the actions behind the goal? Some of you guys, the actions behind your goal are getting your booty out of bed when the alarm clock goes off, pressing play on your workout, and just not letting it be any other way. That's it. That some of you, that's the action. Do the dang thing, right? Because you're worth it. Some of you, the action is get out of bed, stop hitting snooze, and do a freaking power hour. Stop putting a power hour on a pedestal like, oh my God, I gotta connect and I gotta like invite and I gotta like, no, the more you do it, the less of a pedestal it's going to be on. You take away its power when you continue to do it. So what are the actions behind the goal? And are you actually willing to do them? Because it's easy to say, I want to go diamond, but if you're not willing to invite people to your team, you don't want diamond bad enough. It's easy to say, I want to finish this program, but if you're not willing to wake up and do the work to finish the program, you don't want it bad enough. So are the actions behind the goal something that you're going to actually do to make it a reality? Right? A couple things that I do that help me. So here's a road to diamond map. If this is July, I want to show you guys just like how simple this is. In July, if you are a brand new coach right now and you're like, my goal is diamond before the end of 2021, huzzah, you can do it. Here's how. July, you have 2 coaches that enroll. Boom, boom. You're now an Emerald coach. Awesome. And along the way, hey, why not sign up a customer too and hit Success Club? Love it. Those are my non-negotiable benchmarks that have helped me create a really amazing business filled with fulfillment. Okay. Emerald again, Success Club every month. Okay. I believe that that is the way to success. So let's say you do it again in August. Okay. Now you have 4 coaches. Now you're halfway to diamond. You do it again in September, 6 coaches. Amazing. One more time in October, you have your 8 coaches. And now it's about how do you help elevate your team to learn how to go Emerald and grow their team and bring more people into their community so that they have accountability, so that they have ownership of their journey, right? And so along the way, as you're growing your 8, you can also be developing your coaches, showing them how simple it is to go Emerald. Okay. So that's how, like, if I break it down like that, it's a no-brainer. But if I let July go by and I don't add coaches, and I let August go by and I don't add coaches, and I let September go by, well, then now this roadmap becomes really daunting. Bite-sized chunks, my friends. You don't have to go diamond tomorrow, but if you slow and steady, bite-sized chunk and pace it out, that's a cadence that will bring you success before the year's even over. We overestimate what we can do in a year, but we underestimate the power of small, consistent behaviors over time. The middle part here, one of our speakers for Summit talked about creating a Google Calendar. My friends, she did this because she was a full-time teacher and wanted to like really find her pockets of time as she was a full-time teacher. And I promise you, when I was a full-time teacher, I also did the same thing. I had a Google Calendar where it was blocked out, my non-negotiable, like I can't control this, I have to teach during this time, but then I was able to fit Beachbody into the cracks. So that was amazing, okay? But I'm telling you, years later into this business, doing it full-time, I still have this structure. This, my friends, is this week right here. This is this week mapped out. Okay. Because for me, because I do this full time, it can be really easy to say, oh, I'll get to that later. And it can be really easy to just put out fires wherever I feel like I need to put out fires. Oh, so-and-so messaged me. I should drop everything and answer it. Oh, so-and-so posted on the team page. I should drop everything and cater to that. No. This is what I do in these pockets. And this is what gets my focus. And that's what allows me to stay really crystal clear and organized on like the things that matter most, moving the needle forward, right? So if you haven't created a Google Calendar yet, that should definitely be an action item for this week for you, especially if you feel like the calendar or your calendar runs you instead of you running your calendar, right? This is the 645 calendar. If one of your big goals is that you're going to get consistent with your, it's less with the business, but it's more with your overall self-care journey. Have you printed out the calendar yet? Have you gone through program materials yet, right? Action over outcome. And over here is my Win the Morning graphic. It's over on the team page. You can find it. But this is what I check off every morning. And so this keeps me accountable. Team No Snooze. I know we had a lot of friends wanting to be Team No Snooze. It's right here. Okay. Team No Snooze. I'm drinking my pre-workout. I'm doing my gratitude and my journaling. I'm doing my Bible study. Now, some of these winning the morning things might not be what you're doing yet, but that's a great guideline to go off of for checking off the boxes of the actions it takes to complete a program. So along with taking action, you guys, Kristen gave us a really great, she gave us that inventory list, but that applies to everything that we've done. So as you go home and you're looking in your journal from Summit and you're kind of going back through all of the things that happen, it's important that you go through and you really take everything out of there, maybe highlight like 1 or 2 things from every person's chat. Every guest speaker we heard from, whether it was from Beachbody's Summit experience or if it was from our coaches live, but go through and like highlight 3 or 5 things as must-dos from each of those segments, and then go and take them and write them in a separate list. Brain dump the things that you need to do for this goal. But I want you to also look at the tasks that are going to be the best use of your time and realize what on that list can wait. For example, if your goal right now is to go diamond, then maybe something on that list that doesn't need attention is, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank, but maybe if it's the power hour behind going diamond, like it's the actual tasks to do, then those tasks should be the best use of your time versus like making graphics to recognize, I want to update my new challenger graphics, right? Like maybe that's not the best use of your time. In taking action, plugging into power hours. If you are on our Emerald collab page, anytime a coach goes Emerald, they get added into our Emerald collab page. Some of you are pending and we will get you guys in there now that the dust has settled. But there are daily, 3 times a day, my friends, there are power hours you can do every day. Monday through Sunday, we are part of a bigger umbrella team that hosts daily power hours 3 times a day. So it doesn't matter what time zone you're in. I guarantee there's a power hour that will work for you. Okay. But you plug into those, and top coaches in this network, not myself, but top coaches are leading these power hours, and it's refreshing, you guys. I listen to them because I get better tips. I get best practices. I get to hear how people are connecting, how people are inviting, and it just helps you kind of figure out what works best for you. Sometimes I get on these power hours and they are not my cup of tea. They're not my jam. That's okay. It teaches me something about myself, right? And then other times I get on these power hours and it's exactly what I needed, but you don't know if you don't get on them. And then of course, every Tuesday night for anyone on our team. Now those are specific for our Emerald and above coaches, but for everyone else, we have Tuesday night power hours where I'm teaching you the basics of how you work your business. So if that's a struggle for you, if you're like, I don't really know how to invite, or I struggle being consistent with this, then plugging into power hours should definitely be an action you're taking. And utilizing your business activity tracker. Everyone got a copy of it in our PDF, right? And so taking that, and like I said, a great best practice is to spiral bind it for the year and have them all set for you so that you don't have to wonder week after week, where's that random piece of paper with that checklist, right? And if you don't want to spiral bind, you're more of a techie person, our business activity tracker is now digital in the Coach Online office, so you can utilize it there too. And then part of taking action, you guys, is staying connected to your push pods for your specific goals. So many of you guys came up to me during Summit and you're like, Brittany, like almost asking for permission. Can we make a pod for Team No Snooze? And I'm like, love it. Yeah, go do, please. Right? You don't have to wait for me to create your pods and take action on it. In fact, I love it more when you take ownership of that yourselves and just bring that to the team page, right? So a couple of things you can take action on. Everyone on this call can take action on this. They've extended the $135 Summit ticket. Who here has gotten their Summit ticket? Drop it in the chat. Let us know that you got your Summit ticket. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Tiff, you did not suck. It's okay. You can be real and raw with me, I got thick skin. Love this. Yes, Hannah. Okay. So many of you guys got your Coach Summit tickets. Make sure, just like me, if I got my Coach Summit ticket after my very first year and I was like, I loved Summit so much. And I came home and I was like, I'm getting my next year's Summit, but then I didn't tell anybody else, then it would have just been me, myself, and I at the next year's Coach Summit. And, the gift of you being at Summit never would have happened. The only way that we can continue to extend this and this gift to other people is by you getting out of your comfort zone and inviting someone else to join you. So who can that be? Is that a sibling? Is that a loved one? Is that a mother? Is that a spouse? Who can you bring with you to Summit next year? Is that another teammate that you already have? Maybe you don't have, you haven't built a team yet, but for some of you, you do have a team. How are you extending the reach out to them so that they know that they need to be there? It was so fun for me to be able to see our leaders see their teammates have these light bulb moments. And there's nothing like that. So I want that for you guys too, right? So remember, today they extended the 135 ticket through tonight. So if people want the lowest price possible, then they got to get on it ASAP. Okay. The other thing that everyone on this team can do, it's so simple. We have this thing called Win the Morning, and I know you've heard about it, but I want to refresh your memory if this is like a newer concept for you. It's our virtual gym. I know it says on here that it's open Monday through Friday from 5 a.m. Eastern to 10 a.m. Eastern. Here's the deal. It's actually open all day, every day, unless I am on a call like this, then it won't be on because I can't be on 2 Zooms at the same time, right? But essentially it's all day, every day. All you need to do is log in and then make sure your video's on and your microphone's off and stream your workout, crush your morning routine, do the things that you need to do. But it's just so much more fun to have people there to hold you accountable. Get in the chat and say good morning, comment on somebody, you know, when they're twinning. The other day I got on Win the Morning, everybody called each other, y'all, and said, we're blue. And here I am, the schmuck that didn't get the phone call, right? I know, how fun is that, right? So, but it's okay. Sometimes you're just isolated and the lonely one. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Love you, Kristen. She's like, we're all wearing blue but Brit. I was like, not cool. But it's just fun, you guys. It's so fun to get on there and to see the same, it's fun to see the same faces every morning because that's comforting for me. But every time someone new shows up, I'm like, heck yeah, I'm here for it. I love it. So don't be shy. Bridget shared with us at Summit that she was deathly afraid of getting on Win the Morning until she realized it really wasn't that deep, right? It's not that deep, boo. So everybody can get on Win the Morning. And I know a lot of your goals are catered towards how can you get wins first thing in your day, right? How can you get those wins first thing in your day? And this is the third one that you can take action on. Some of y'all heard about this. I did share it on the team page. So if you didn't see the post, you can read more about the criteria there. But I'm hosting a one-day virtual leadership celebration called Biz and Bubbly. It's going to be an all-day event kicking off at 9 a.m. Central Time. On Saturday, October 23rd, you're going to get gift delivered to your house. You all know I love a good swag bag, so don't even play with me. You're going to get gift delivery to your house. There's going to be a special workout that's not just pressing play, but we will have someone live guiding us through a workout. I'm going to have great business training for everyone. There's just also going to be great time to connect with people who are pushing for similar goals, right? We're going to have a leader dinner. It's just, it's going to be awesome. Like these 4 bullets don't even describe it. It's like when I say you can't describe Summit unless you're there. I can't really explain to you that it's going to be awesome unless you actually just get there. Here's how you do it though. Success Club in July, Success Club in August, Success Club in September. I want to shout out myself and Leia have locked in Success Club for July. So we've already checked off that box. Okay. For July. I want to shout out that Kristen is at 4 and Andrea is also at SC4. They just need one more person to help and they've checked off July. That's pretty stinking cool. And there's so many others of you on the leaderboard: Leah, Tracy, Annie, Chelsea, Amanda, Stone, and someone I can't see on my thing over there. Something's in the way, but someone out there, I swear you're on there. Now I just feel bad. Who is it? Oh, Natalie, Miss Natalie. Okay. It is possible for all of you guys. So I don't want you to be like, oh, it's already the 19th. There's no way I can hit Success Club. BS, y'all. I sent out 3 share cards today. And what? Say something, right? It's not about that. It's, are you willing to send the invites? Are you willing to have the conversations? Are you willing to share about 645, right? So helping 3 people in July, helping 3 people in August, helping 3 people in September. That's part 1. Part 2 is you need to grow your team by 2 people sometime along the course of those 3 months. Now, my best practice is Emerald every month, but I'm not even making you do that. I'm just saying Emerald one time. And you need to have your highest paid rank, whether it's Diamond, Emerald, Ruby, Coach, whatever. Everybody needs to be at least Emerald, but you need to be holding on to your lifetime Diamond or your lifetime Emerald as well by the last Thursday of this push. So all the information is on the team page. Go look for this graphic over there if you want to read all the ins and outs. But if your goal is a rank goal, if your goal is a some sort of business pushing goal, this is your goal, because the consistency you'll create from earning this leadership celebration will inevitably ripple into that bigger goal you have. Cool. All right. So here's the deal, guys. Let's not overcomplicate this. Coaching is simple. It's really simple. There's 3 things we do. We're on our journey. 6:45, go all in. I mean, seriously, I challenge you. What if you just went all in for 90 days with 6:45? What if you just did that? What's the worst that could happen? You know what I mean? So be on your journey. You have to share your journey. I know for some of you that could be like the world's scariest thing, but it's only scary because you're allowing it to be so. It's only scary because you're not conquering it with action. You know what breeds confidence? Action. So if I'm not confident in posting on social media, that means I haven't acted on it enough. How do you get confident posting? You post. I don't really have any other words of wisdom for you. You have to just do the dang thing, right? That's why I say it all the time, do the dang thing. Right? So be on your journey, share your journey. And then the other piece of the puzzle is you help others say yes to starting their own. And the only way you can do that is if you're open for business. And the only way you can be open for business is by being on your journey and sharing your journey. And the natural ripple effect of that is other people will be watching you. Other people will be noticing you. And at that point, you can be the one that extends the hand that was extended to you and bring them into the community so that they can have this gift of starting their own journey, right? Y'all, that's all I got for you tonight. Does anybody have questions about Summit or about anything that they're like, okay, I feel like this came up after I got home or after things stopped? Sometimes I like to shake it up, Tiff. I'm going to stop the recording.